mystery. No, this is mystery masterpiece. We're going to be painting a piece of art. So let's go ahead and get started because there are people out there watching us. Are you out there? Hello? Okay, so you probably thought that the pastor's wife was going to be leading this thing, right? No, well, I got a hold of that communicational entertainment site, the FUB, you know.
Oh, yeah.
The Facebook, come on, the Facebook. And I set this whole thing up because, honestly, I am much more qualified to do this than she is because I have watched a tutorial on the YouTube. And we missed the brunch yesterday, the ladies' brunch. Yes, we missed that affair, yes. And so we thought, I went to that pastor's wife and I said, we've got to do something. And so we set this up. And we're so glad you're here with us. Yes, we are. So for all you mamas out there, happy Mama's Day. I hope some of you are with your little chicklets today and having a good old time with them. And we're so glad you're here. And we would love to know you're here. Gertie, tell them how they can tell us they're here.
Well, I think you can type something there in that comment box somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
You can comment and say, hey, I'm here.
Hey!
And say who you're watching with. But you know what I saw? Right there on that church Facebook page, right before we got started, they set up a photo drop post, which I think they mean that they want us to take pictures of who we're painting with.
Yes.
And the pictures of our work in progress.
Yes.
Especially the finished product.
Yes.
And you can just take a picture and post it in the comments on that post.
Right.
I don't think you can post pictures right here.
Not here.
But if you just scroll down to the other post, it's there, and we want to see your masterpiece.
Yes, please, because these are truly going to be works of art. Yes. Okay, so let's get started. I better set the table, shall we say, with the supplies you will need. Okay, let me get my list. Okay, so you will need a total of 6 colors. Now, one of the colors must be a shade of yellow. Yellow to orange, something like that, okay? And then we need a smidge of white, just a little smidge, barely counts at all. You could use that correction fluid if you want. Yeah. And then just a little speck of black, okay? Just a little bit of black. And let's see, what else was there? 2 bright colors, okay? 2 bright colors, happy floral. You can tell we like bright colors. And then 1 kind of pastel color for the background, something serene, okay? Okay, so that's a total of 6 colors. You got it? And you know, what if they don't have acrylic paints, Gertie? Do you think they could use watercolor?
Oh, yes.
How about Crayolas?
Oh, yes, that's my favorite.
Colored pencils?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. And if they don't have a fancy canvas like this, I'm sure you can use a piece of cardboard or paper or something, okay?
Yeah. You know what? I actually saw someone said they are using chalk. Now, on their driveway, on their wall, I don't know.
The wall. Kids, listen up. You can get the chalk and the wall's an excellent idea.
It's like the biggest canvas ever.
That's like Rapunzel's dream. Oh dear. Okay, so yes. You've got the golden mugs.
Oh.
Okay, so in addition to the paint, you will need some sort of a paint palette. If you don't have anything fancy, just a paper plate will do. Yes, paper plate. You will also need a Sharpie in black, because we've got to sign our names at the end, yes. A pencil or a piece of chalk, something that we can write lightly for guidelines. 3 size brushes. It would be helpful to have 3. If you don't have 3, you just wash it out. There's a bigger one, there's a medium one, there's a pointy one. I think that's the names of them.
I think so too. I mean, that's how I think of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then you'll want a cup with a splash of soap in it, a cup with water with a splash of soap, so that when these get dirty, you can just swish, 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 swish them around. Then you need a paper towel, because you're going to have to dab your brush off a time or two. Just so just a paper towel, if you can find it. Wow, it took us a while to find our paper towels. Okay, and then we need a surface covering. That would be smart, surface covering. Then we'll need some sort of a canvas, like I said, any size. Oh, a fan or a hair dryer. That would be really helpful to help on the dry time, to speed it up, because I know you have things to do. Well, maybe we don't. We could be here all night. Okay, oh dear. Gertie, what? Pray tell. Oh, wait, I forgot. Also, grab some sweet tea. I'm getting parched. Gertie, why on earth are you wearing a rain poncho?
I mean, I thought I heard you say surface covering, so I got my surface covering.
Oh dear, Gertie, forevermore. The surface covering is for the floor or the table. Oh dear.
Well, you say so.
Let's get a crackin'. Time's ticking. So, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to paint the background. See, Gertie has a smaller canvas.
Because I'm smaller.
You, excuse me. I have a bigger, a slightly larger canvas, okay? So you're going to want to get your pastel type color, okay? I have some Pepto-Bismol pink, okay? And we're going to take the large brush, and in a diagonal motion, we're going to paint the entire canvas.
I didn't get a pastel color,
Oh.
but that's okay. I'll just
Add white to
add
anything.
some white.
Anything will do.
White will fix that right
Yes.
up there.
The whole canvas. Oh, yes. I suppose if you want to be artsy, you can leave some of the edge white. I don't know. I don't care.
It's your artwork.
That's right. But let me tell you, the rest of it, like this part right here, you want to get in every little nook and cranny, every little crevice, because nobody wants to see a face that is sparsely painted. See my face? You got to get the whole thing, sugar. Okay? No white spaces. How you doing, Gertie?
I got some white spaces, so.
Oh, fill it up.
Nope.
Yes, fill it up. We need some music or something. That's
Oh
okay.
well.
That's okay. Just sing a song for us, Gertie.
Happy Mother's Day
Oh.
to you.
Did you call your mother today?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure she was tickled pink.
favorite color.
Oh, tickle purple. Okay, how we doing? How we doing? If you have any comments or questions, you go right ahead. I've got the Mr. Man in the computer, and he will let me know if I need to slow down or answer a question. Okay? Whoop, be-doo.
Oh, no, Myrtie.
Oh,
You can't do art without your painter's hat.
No. Okay.
Oh, I don't have one. Oh, well.
Oh.
I'm no artiste. So.
There we go. Oh, dear. Now, you might ask if you need to do the sides. You don't really need to do the sides. Who sees the sides anyway? Just make sure every nook and cranny is covered. Yes. Woo.
Man, that sure takes a long time.
It does. Good thing we have big brushes here.
Good thing we have lots of time these days.
You're just so witty. How you doing, Gertie?
Well, you know, I accidentally mixed together some of my paint palette, but I think that gives it character.
Oh, yes. Look at that. You fancy pants. You are.
I didn't mean to.
Oh, the best occurrences often are just happen by happenstance.
True.
I mean, I've heard the best things in life sometimes are surprises. Yep, I know about surprises. Oh, yes. Okay. How we doing, everyone?
Well, I think I'm about done. With my background.
Yes, me too. Okay, yeah, we're not going to stop quite yet. This is not it yet.
Although, that is pretty
Oh,
fabulous.
you could call that an abstract piece of art and send it to some museum in New York City.
Oh.
They would like that.
Yeah, they would.
Okay, I think we're good. Are we good? Are we good? Mister, are you telling? Okay. Let's take just a momentary break because now we need to let this dry, right? Okay, so if you have your hair dryer or your fan, this would be a very good time to implement that, okay? So we want to dry it a little. I mean, if you want to last all night, you don't need to do that, but I think I'm going to turn on the hair dryer. Pass that
I'm good. I think mine's about done.
Did you hyperventilate?
Well, no.
Looks like you might be
But
having.
you know what? I forgot. I cannot believe it.
Uh-oh.
I did my whole background without my,
Oh.
what is this, a poncho?
No, that rain poncho was that thing. This is your artist apron. Smock.
Yeah, well, it's my lucky one because I've had it for as long as I can remember.
I can
So,
tell.
I gotta protect my
Yes, that's
clothes. Okay,
very
I
good.
can't believe that.
You do need to do that. All safety precautions. Yes.
Oh.
Okay. So,
Right.
while we finish up, I'm gonna sit a spell with my sweet tea. Oh, you go ahead and talk amongst yourselves.
Nobody's talking. I don't hear anybody anywhere.
Oh, Gertie, I declare what's gotten into you. You can't hear them on the computer out there talking. No, I tell you, if common sense was lard, she wouldn't have enough grease to grease a pan. Nope. Oh dear. Okay, so has anybody out there, I want to know, has anybody been learning anything during this quarantine? Anybody been learning a second or third language? I would like to know this. What have you been doing with your time? Or is this the first
Project?
Yes, is this your first project? I would like to know. Now, I got to thinking, Gertie, I don't ordinarily believe in evolution, no, but by my observational perspective, I have a hypothesis.
Hypotenuse?
No, a hypothesis.
Hippopotamus?
No, a hypothesis.
Oh.
Yes. I have a hypothesis for the reason I've gained just a little bit of weight over these last several weeks. You see, I believe humankind as a whole is evolving into a larger species. Let that soak in just a minute. Yes. Because right before our very eyes, have you noticed it too? Seems like humankind has been evolving into a larger species. Yes. And I know I can't be the only one whose girdle is fitting just a teensy bit more snug these days. So you've heard it here first. We are evolving into a larger species. So if it's happened to you, don't be alarmed. You are not alone. Yes. Okay. Well, what do you say? Is everybody ready to move on?
I am.
Okay. Well, now I would strongly suggest you take your pencil or your piece of chalk and we are going to do the first step of our masterpiece. Woohoo! We're going to draw a circle. Let me show you. Voila! If your canvas is this large, you're going to draw a circle, not right in the middle, but a smidgen off to the right a little bit, okay? And it could be down just a little bit off center. So, you can do a circle right here, depending on the size because you won't see the residue after we paint a bit. Pencil, you'll have to draw very lightly, okay? Okay, yeah, so here's a circle, just a rough circle.
It sure would be nice if we knew what we were painting, wouldn't it?
Well, see, that's quite silly because the whole idea is mystery masterpiece. You won't know it until the very, oh, look at you, darling. Oops, what are you doing? Okay. So we have our circle. From here on out, we're going to talk about it as if it's a clock face.
What color?
We're not painting the circle.
Just draw it.
We're drawing. Just draw it because it's a guide for the rest of our beautiful masterpiece. Okay? So we're not painting the circle. It's our guide. So looking at our clock face, we need to mark a couple places on our clock. We need a very light mark at 10:30. Okay? So,
That's where the 6 goes and,
okay. Okay, so here is about 10:30. I'm making just a mark. I'm not painting, putting a mark. And then I'm putting a mark in the center of the clock, right here. Whoop. Because we need to use that as a guide. We're not painting. No, just a guide. Now, as a guide, we're going to use the 10:30 and draw a straight line to 9 o'clock. Straight line. Oh, looky here. I've got the mister. You might want to show them here. Oh, you're busy. I'll just do this. Can you see that? Oh, little mister. Sure. Do that. That's nice. We're going to draw a straight line from 10:30 to 9 o'clock, and then from 10:30 to 12 o'clock. Do you see that? Okay. Hopefully that makes sense. These are just guides. We're not actually painting. So, next one, so we've got our straight line and our straight line. In the middle of those straight lines, we're going to put another little mark. So that should be 10 o'clock and 11 o'clock. I got to get caught up here. We got straight line, a mark for 10 o'clock, a mark for 11 o'clock. Yes. Yes.
well, I think it sure would help if it was AM or PM, wouldn't it?
Oh, Gertie.
Just saying.
What did I tell you? Not enough grease to grease the pan. Okay. So, we need to, before we get on to paint, we're using our chalk or our pencil, and we're going to make 2 more marks that we're going to use as guides. The first one is going to be about a quarter of the way down on the left edge of the canvas. And then another one about a quarter of the way across the top of the canvas. These are just little dots, reference points. Right here.
Hopefully this was the hardest part.
I know, stay with me. You can do it. I believe in you.
I mean, it's looking like a masterpiece already. So.
Yes, we could stop right now, couldn't we? But no, we're just now getting to the fun part. Yes, because you can put your writing utensil down and get out your paint. Choose your first bright, happy color, okay? Your first bright color. Get your paint palette. And I'm going to use orange.
I think purple for me.
That sounds right fine. Okay, now we're going to use the pointy brush.
Good thing I chose that one.
Woo!
Oops.
Pointy brush,
Okay.
yes. Pointy brush. Just take your pointy brush and don't paint the circle, but from the circle, see from here to here, we're gonna do little wisps and squiggles.
Oh, yay.
Okay? But be careful, we're not doing this upper corner, okay? Not painting this upper corner. You're going to do wisps, wisp, and squiggles, squiggle around the clock, but not this corner.
So I think I'm going to draw a couple wisps, and those are going to be the last ones on that area. So I'm not going to pass that one, and I'm not going to go further than that. So I think I'll just fill this whole area. Is that right, Myrtie?
Well, you want quite a few, but you don't want them like touching each other, because we're going to use a second color. Ooh, we have a professional videographer, I see. Oh, you're kind of handsome. Don't tell my mister that. Oh, okay. Wisps and squiggles, wisps and squiggles.
How's that, Myrtie?
That is lovely. Yes. Yes, oh, beautiful. Wisps, wisp. I would have said it looked like a spider, but it has way too many legs.
That would be a scary spider.
It would be. Okay, you can go all the way to the edge of your canvas if you would like.
Oh, yes.
All the way, yeah. What do you think this could be?
Good question.
All right, how are we doing?
Good, I'm done with my purple
that's,
wisps.
That's beautiful.
Oh,
yes,
thank you.
it is. Let me take a gander at what we need to do next. Okay, yes, you might think you may have made a mistake or something, but see there, I like to say there are no mistakes. There are only happy accidents. Yes, you can quote me on that. I think that would be a quotable quote for the archives. I do believe, yes.
I think Bob Ross said that one.
Oh, no, sugar. I said that.
Yeah, no, Bob Ross did.
No, darling, Bob Ross got it from me. Yes, and I haven't seen one iota of royalties. No. Oh, dear. Okay, so, being very careful to not smudge what we just did, we're going to put our paint down and grab our writing utensil again. You will see that the points on the clock will come in handy, believe me. Oh, looky here. I forgot to show you the next diagram.
Hopefully you did it.
Yes, see? We've got wisps. And don't paint this corner. No, okay, so we're moving on, dearie. Okay, you see, with your writing utensil, we're going to connect. Now listen carefully, don't do it yet. We're going to connect this point here on the side to your, is that 10 o'clock?
10 o'clock.
10 o'clock.
p.m.
Oh, heavens. To your 10 o'clock. But don't make it just a plain old simple straight line. No, you want some definition in that. Yes, definition. Definition's always good. At least that's what the mister tells me. Okay, so this side to 10 o'clock, and then the top edge to 11 o'clock. Okay? Nice swoopy line. Not too straight. No, swoopy line.
Dot to dot. Kind of. Okay. Let's see. Not straight. Ooh. Ooh.
Woo! It looks like a shooting star, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, my favorite.
Did I tell you what it is? Nah.
Never.
I wouldn't do that. Keep guessing. Dear, you'll never get me to tell you what it is. No, not yet. Okay. So, back to the color that you just used, this color. You're going to get it out again, like my orange. This time, you're going to use the brush, the size up, the medium brush. You're going to use the slightly larger, yes, happy little, yes. I don't multitask very well, and the mister was trying to tell me something. Happy little accidents. Did I not say that?
Oh, we already talked about that.
Okay.
And I don't think I have any accidents on mine.
Oh, did you just have a happy little accident? Oh, I just caught on. Yeah, I'm about to too. Okay, happy little accidents. That's right. Okay.
It's okay.
Yes. Okay, we're going to take this first color that we used, and we're going to fill in this area that looks like a funnel, doesn't it? Kind of looks like a funnel cloud.
Like a tornado.
Woo! So we're going to use nice, smooth strokes. I'm going to have to grab more paint, definitely. This whole section, I'm getting more paint. Just take your time. We've got all night.
And probably all day.
Oh, yes, okay. Here we go. Smooth strokes, long, smooth strokes.
more paint too. That is not going to cut it. Where'd my paint go?
You want to cover your background color as much as possible. So you might need a couple thick coats. That's what I do to my lipstick too, to get it so bold.
Oh yeah, that's
couple-
the best way.
A couple of thick coats, yes.
What color?
This is the color that you just did the wisps, okay? All the same color. Wisps, funnel cloud. Wisps, funnel cloud. All the same color.
And I stop at the clock face line.
Oh,
Is
yes.
that as far as I go?
Yes, that's as
Okay.
far as you go. Yes, please stop at the clock face. Oh, wow, it's looking like a fiery ball of something. Okay, how are we looking? We're good. Are we good? Now,
I'm done with that.
now it gets more fun. Take your second bright color. I'm using a brighter pink.
Oh, that's the one I chose too.
Oh,
Aw.
well, look there. You're going to first use the pointy brush. Now, you don't need to clean it so it's spick and span, because what you're going to do, dip it into your second bright color and do the exact same thing where the wisps and squiggles are.
More wisps and squiggles?
More wisps and squiggles. Wisp, wisp. Oh, we should have done our wrist exercises. That
Oh.
always helps. An artiste needs to stay conditioned. You can tell by my svelte silhouette. You've got to stay conditioned. Wisp. Squiggle. Wisp. Squiggle. Oh yes. It will make sense shortly. This is using your second bright color. Don't be afraid to go all the way to the edge. Use your space. And we're just going around the clock face, not into the clock face quite yet. Put it on thick. You can go back over some of your lines if they're too thin. We like bold. Bold is beautiful. Oh, yes. Oh,
Wow, yours is very bright, Myrtie.
well, look at yours. I say that just stands out among the crowds.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, not necessarily in a good way, but okay. Yeah. Oh, no, you're good. You're good. Everything is beautiful. Okay.
All right.
Let's see. Did I? Nope, not yet. Okay. mystery is revealed and you know what we're painting, you can always go back in and touch it up a little bit. Do you know what I'm saying? You can, if you want to change something, go over something a little darker, what have you, you can do that, okay? So this is just like a guide, and then once we're all done, you can go tweak it a little bit. Just tweak it up just a little bit. Okay. Now, are you ready for the next step?
I am.
I don't hear you. Oh, Gertie is. Okay. Ah, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Next step, we're going to set our paint down. Okay, we're gonna, oh, the mister's taking a picture. Just a second. Okay, okay. Set your paint down. You might want to put this in your soapy water. Grab your writing utensil once again. Those points we made are going to come in handy now. Using the center dot of the clock face, you're going to draw a swoopy line out to 9 o'clock. Watch me first. Swoop. That looks pretty straight. I'm going to erase it. I can do that because I have chalk. Okay, we're going to try this again. Center dot. We're going to go swoop, and then we're going to do another swoop from center up to 12 o'clock. Swoop. Look at that. Now it kind of looks like a seagull, doesn't it? Flying in the sky.
Oh.
Swoop, swoop.
Man, it sure would be nice if it had numbers on the clock. But you said a seagull, so that helps me know.
Okay, good. Now, once you have your seagull, you're going to use your handy-dandy tool. You're going to start at 12 o'clock, and you're going to do another swoopy line to 10:30. Swoop. That's right in the middle of the base of your funnel cloud. And we're going to connect one more from 10:30 to 9 o'clock. Okay, do you see this? What does this look like? What shape does that look like? Gertie, what is that?
Kind of like a diamond.
That's right, a diamond with swoopy edges. Every girl likes a diamond.
Hopefully mine's good enough.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Okay.
Okay, swoopy swoop swoop. Do you see? It's a diamond. Okay, I think I've got a graphic for you. I think, oh yes I do. There's a graphic. We're connecting center dot to 12 o'clock, to 10:30, to 9 o'clock, and back to the center. Does that make sense?
Thanks for the graphic. I sure needed that.
Oh, yes, yes. Now, we're going to use another color. Ooh, this time, we're going to use your shade of yellow or orange, whichever one you chose. Yellow to orange, you're going to use your medium brush.
Myrtie, what if I don't have an orange?
Oh, darling, I think you could probably just about use any color, just as long as it's not too dark. If you don't have that yellow or that orange, yeah.
Okay, well, let me check. Oh! Well, what do you know? I do have an orange. I wondered why that was there.
Gertie.
But you meant orange paint?
I meant orange paint, yes.
Guess I got that too.
Okay, now you're going to take your medium brush. You're going to dip it in your yellow, orange color. You're going to paint in that beautiful diamond, okay? Paint it in. Here we go. Paint it in. Oh, dear. Mine will need several coats. My yellow will need several coats. And my chalk is changing color before my eyes. Okay, but that's going to be okay. Because I'm going to go over it several times.
You just fill in the diamond?
Yes, just fill in the diamond.
With the orange or the yellow?
Yes. I will definitely need to put this on pretty heavy. If you go outside your guidelines, it's okay. Yeah, it's okay. Nothing is set in stone. See, the more I layer on the paint, the darker it gets.
You know what, Myrtie? My brush is too big. I'm going to switch to my pointy one.
Oh, that's very
Because
smart.
I have a small canvas.
Oh, yes, you're right.
I'm struggling on
That's
mine.
true. Okay.
So 1 second.
Girl, you do whatever you need to do.
Thank you.
Yes, you don't need my permission. Whoop. Whoop. After you get a nice base layer, you might want to go back in and make your strokes all the same direction. I would recommend going from 9 o'clock to 12 o'clock, all in that direction. But you do whatever you want to do. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Look at all the, yes. Oh, see, now it's getting brighter now.
Oh, yours is getting very bright.
How you doing, Gertie?
Oh, I think I'm coming okay. I need a pretty thick coat. And my diamond was a little funny looking.
Oh, see, that's the beauty of paint. You can adjust it as you go along. Okay. I think I need a little break so I can feel the sweat running down my backside. Whew. We are going to just take a little break for this to dry. You can use the hairdryer if you'd like. I think I'll use the hairdryer to get this to dry, and then I might put one more coat on top. you can see on mine that I need a few more coats. So I will go back in and fill in that diamond because we really don't want to see the background color at all.
Wow, Myrtie, yours is looking much better with that other coat.
Oh yes, it's amazing what a second coat will do.
Well, my diamond has gotten bigger. I hope that's okay.
That is quite all right. Yes, yes, bold. Bold is good. There's no perfect shape. And the edges don't need to be perfect because we're going to do something else right up next to them, which I think we're ready for. You're going to need, you want to wash this brush, okay? First of all, let's splish splash our brush in the water.
The medium brush?
The medium brush, because we're going to need it again right now, but with different colors. Okay, okay. Dry it off a spell. So you want it kind of nice and clean. Now, we are going to use our two bright colors again. So if you need to put some more on your palette, you can do that. So in my case, I'm using orange.
I need more paint, sorry.
And a little bit more pink. Those are my colors. And you can put them kind of close to each other on your paint palette because we're going to do something pretty tricky. We're going to, which one's mine? This one? Is this one mine?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. We're going to use the one brush, but we're going to load the brush in both colors. We're going to see there's a little orange, and then on the other side, the other half of the brush, we're dipping in the pink. How's that? Do you see that? Yeah, okay. What we're going to do here is starting at the edge of the yellow diamond or orange diamond, we're going to use these two colors and we're going to use it like a broom. Just a broom, and we're going to brush the dirt from the center of the clock outwards towards the wisps and the squiggles. So if you don't quite understand, just watch just a moment. I'm starting outside the yellow, and I'm doing that. I'm just brush, 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 like a broom. I'm going to load it up nice with a lot more paint. I'm going to start at the diamond and go out, out, out. Turn your brush over. You can use the other side too. And you can make it nice and thick. See how the colors are blending together, oh, so nicely. Now, if you think it's getting too much of one color, go back in and use the other color. We're just gonna start right along that yellow and go outwards.
Is it okay if it goes into my wisps?
Oh, yes, darling. Oh, I'm sorry. I neglected to tell you that. Yes, we want it to go out into the wisps. So past the clock face.
Oh, good, because that's what I was doing.
Yes, past the clock face, because you want to kind of blend the broom marks into some of the wisps. You see that? We don't really want to see a definite line where the wisps started.
All right. Wow.
We're just blending, blending, blending. Remember to turn your brush over because there's paint on the other side of that brush.
Oh, why, looky there. Did I finish my Myrtie?
Oh, whoa, wowee, yes. Oh, that's
It's a lot.
gorgeous.
Oh, thank you.
Okay.
So is yours.
Oh, thanks. I've had a lot of experience, you know. I watched that tutorial and I just, woo, I think I know how to do it. I could go on the road. Oh, okay, so I'm blending mine, and you can do this as well. You can blend way out.
Oh, you went really far into your wisps.
Yes, I did. Yes, indeed.
No, I better do that.
You can do that too, or not.
Or not. I am.
Ooh, all right. It's good to go in the same direction as your original wisps and squiggles. And there again, you want it pretty thick. You don't really want to see the color underneath it. So you might have to do a couple layers. But isn't that blending beautiful?
It's so beautiful.
It's amazing what two colors on top of each other creates. It's just beautiful.
I need more paint already. Oh dear.
Quite all right, yes. And remember, when we're all done with today's class, you can go back in where you see it needs a little extra something, little extra love, or pizzazz. You can go back in and tweak it just a little bit. See, I'm kind of sparse right there. So I'm just going to put in a little bit more color.
I gotta fill in.
All right. How we doing, folks? Oh, yes. Whew. I think it's time to get out my hairdryer again. You might want to as well. And after I I dry the canvas just a little bit more, then I might want to go back in and put a few more touches on that. But I'm going to dry it right now. Now that it's dry, I see that I definitely need a little bit more paint. I see one of you have a question that says spaces at the top of the diamond. Oh, like right here. Is that maybe where, let's just say you shouldn't. No. Okay. I see where you're getting that. I think it might be self-explanatory in a minute. Okay? Okay. In the meantime, you can just make your diamond a little bigger. How about that? That works. I think that should work.
Wow, you sure are layering those wisps.
That's
beautiful.
Make it thick. Lay it on.
Okay, well, I need more paint.
I was seeing too much of my colors underneath. So I thought I would put another layer on. But you know what? I think we're getting to a pretty good spot.
Oh yeah, I think mine could be done, but with this filling in part, but you keep adding, so I'll keep adding.
Okay. So I want to know if any of you have an inkling to what we're painting. Are there any guesses? If you have a guess, you can go ahead and put it in the little box over to the side. I think it's over there, maybe down here. Write in your comments of what you think it could be. Right now, mine kind of looks like a Dr. Seuss, something like a something, yeah.
It's a very bright colored something.
Yeah. there's some guesses coming.
But are they the right guesses?
Yes, who
Oh,
knows?
we'll see.
Keep them coming, keep them coming. Hang on just a minute. While you finish and while it dries, this is one of our breaks. So take your sweet tea. Here it is. Yum. Use that blow dryer if you want. We're just gonna sit a spell, just momentarily. Now, can you see me? Can you see? Okay. So in the spirit of the arts, because that is truly what we're doing.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Obviously.
In the spirit of the arts, I want to share a dramatic reading with you from when I, Myrtie, was a little girl. Ooh, this is the original. And what it is a poem with some artwork. Shall I show you up close? Yes.
You've been an artist since the beginning.
Yes, I tell you, it's just in my blood. Yes, there we go. See? Beautiful picture. There's a little girl and her daddy. I know. Pappy. That's her pappy. The rainbow. Let me read to you what little Myrtie wrote as a child. In time of silver rain, the earth puts forth new life again. Green grasses grow, and all over the plain the wonder spreads of life, of life, of life. In time of silver rain, the butterflies lift silver wings to catch a rainbow cry, and trees put forth new leaves to sing in joy beneath the sky, as down the roadway passing boy and girl go singing too. In time of silver rain, when spring and life are new.
Oh, Myrtie, that was so beautiful.
Yes, yes, in time of silver rain. Okay, well,
Do you need some help?
let's see, where are we? Gertie, I need to ask you, did that inspire you?
Well, yes. I mean, it was lovely, but it also inspired me to hurry up and get out of here because that was just almost too much for me.
Oh dear, okay. So, if I've been going too fast, well, just hurry it up. I'm just kidding. You can just try to pause me. I don't know if when it's live if you can pause me, but when we're done, you can always go back and watch the rerun, okay? And also, we just might very well get to the big time, the YouTube. So you can go back and watch that anytime as well. All right, okay, so we're almost done.
Oh, goody.
Can you tell? Did some of you guess what it was? Well, you know what I think we need to do right now? We're gonna take this beautiful masterpiece and do this. Oh, can you tell what it is? take our black. This is where our black comes into play, okay? We're going to take our pointy brush, put a little dab of black on your paint palette. Does not need to be too much. Just boop. There we go.
Just a boop?
Whoops, wrong end. Yep, just a bloop. You're going to use your pointy brush. Now, some of you might want to use your writing utensil and not do it freehand. I understand, but me, being a professional, I'm going to go ahead and be bold, and I'm going to draw 2 ovals going up and down where the eyes should be of this beautiful creature. Okay, so just watch if you need to. We're going to set them on the diamond or close enough to it. And try to mirror. Ooh, look at this beauty coming to life. And there again, once this show is over, you might need to go back in and put another couple layers on if the background shows through.
I see what it is now.
Oh, see, look there. And you know what? They don't need to even match in size if you don't want them to, or if it's just one of those happy accidents and they don't match. That's okay, because it just gives this little creature a little personality. How you doing over there, Gertie?
I think I got my black ovals there.
Alrighty. Oh,
so cute.
Aren't they cute? They are precious.
Oh.
Yes, look at that. Now they're not right next to each other, but if you want yours to be right next to each other, that's all right. Gertie's are spread a little further apart. Mine are a little closer, but isn't that true for all of us? We all have different features. That's what makes us beautiful. Yes, okay. So you can dry it again if you need to. Just gonna put a little bit more black. Okay, when you're done with the black, you want to put it in the water with the soap, okay, and swish it around just a little bit. Get it pretty clean because we're going to need it again, but this time we're going to use white. Now, if you're not confident enough, you could use your black Sharpie at this point, but just sit back and relax. Just watch for a second, okay? I'm rinsing my brush. I'm drying my brush.
Me too, beat ya.
I'm squirting a little white, just a teensy. Oh, this is where you just need enough, like some correction fluid. That would be sufficient, just a little dab. I'm going to put the point just ever so slightly into the white. our little creature needs some sparkle, don't you think? Yeah, she's gonna have a little sparkle. So just carefully, boop. Near the top of those beautiful eyes, just put just a dab. And if you want, you can put, oh, look at that, a couple more little dots. So I have 3 dots per eyeball. They can be very minuscule. See how tiny they are, but it just gives that little sparkle every girl should have. Yes. Okay, now we're going to use this same brush and we're going to make a distinction between this lovely beak. Because the beak doesn't look like this. It's not just one plane. No, a beak is 2. So make sure your brush is still very pointy, okay? Not too much paint in it. You want it pretty pointy. You're going to make a little speed bump. I'm not going to start at the very edge. Here, this is my 9 o'clock. Remember, 9 o'clock, 12 o'clock. I'm not going to start at the edge. I'm going to start in just a little bit. And then I'm going to make a little road and then a little speed bump and then make a little road off to the other side. But I'm not going to go all the way to 12 o'clock. See? Oh, isn't she precious? I'm going to go back over it again. Oh, that's precious. Yes, that's good. That is good. Now, if you want to, after this is all over, you can go back in and tidy up these lines around the diamond. You can do that, make them a little more defined if you want to. You don't have to, because from a distance, you can't really tell a difference. But if you want to get up right close, you can just make those edges a little bit more defined if you'd like to, okay? Okay, so we are almost done, folks. But the beak is missing something. Gertie, do you know what you call those two little dots that'll be on the top of a beak?
Dots?
Yeah, dots. No, not quite. Does anybody know what those 2 little dots that are like our nostrils, like these nostrils right here, do you know what they're called when they're on a bird? Anybody?
Nope.
They are called nares. That's right, a little trivia for you. So we're going to put the 2 little nares, and you can use whatever. I'm going to just use my white, and I'm just going to make like a little dash, doop, and another little dash, doop. Oh, look at that. Oh, there's her nares.
Just a little doop. Ooh.
Yeah.
And
oh, yes.
Whoa! She has some big nails.
That is okay. Those are precious. You can go back in and you can go back in later now if you want to make them a little smaller.
Oh no, they're perfect.
They are perfect. Yes, everybody's nares are different, I suppose. Okay. Yes, mine are a little more dainty than yours. Oh dear. Okay. All right. So, this is about the time when you can use your creativity, okay? You can go back in, say I want to use some white and give some more definition. I can do that. I can go whoop, oh, and I can do this, oh, whoop. Oh. I can give her some gray hair because, I mean, I embrace gray hair, so why can't she? Oh, there we go. Oh, there we go. So this is where your creativity comes in. You just make as much as you'd like. And you can do as much as you want on your own time or just do it right here. I'm just going to do a few more. Yes. Yes. For those of you who are overachievers, you can go in and make some plumage down here. Look at that. Oh, yes. Look at that. Hey, I might want to add some pink because I have some pink in my plumage over here. So I'm just gonna, I'm gonna just put some little wisps of pink. And see now on mine, you can see a chalk mark right here. You can either just go over, look at that. She just has a little shadow now. Oh, there. You can go in and erase it if you can, or you can just cover it up with a little thicker neck, like that. Oh, there we go. The more layers you put on, the more definition your little gal will have. If you have any little happy accidents, you can go in and change whatever you need to. Well, I'll be happier than a frog
On a lily pad.
on a lily pad. Yes. Or happier than an ostrich in a desert. I'm not sure what this is. Do you think this is a ostrich? Just a little creature.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's give her some hair, some feathers that are sticking out just a little bit. You know what this looks like? Looks like my legs right now.
Oh, Myrtie.
Oh, so funny. Okay. Oh, there we go. There. Oh, fun. Okay, everyone. I think I am ready for the Sharpie. The Sharpie pen. Did I bring one? Uh-oh. Hang on, stand by. I have my Sharpie pen. You know what this means. This time is you need to write your initials and be sure and date it, because generations to come will look at your masterpiece and they will say, my great, great, great Aunt Myrtie was an artiste. And, well, they'd use your name, I suppose. Yes. Yes. But they need to know who is the artist in the family. So, I'm going to, ever so carefully, after it's dry, I'm going to write M for Myrtie and 2020. Oh, yes. There we go. Because we don't want to forget this year of 2020 we don't want to forget. How could we forget? So we want to be sure and emblazon that on our artwork. And you can tell stories to generations to come that you lived through 2020. And this might just be how you feel. Do any of you feel like this little creature? I know I do. Yes, yes. Well, here's your little memento for quarantine.
You should have put a Q instead of an M.
Quarantine, quarantine. Yes, you're so fun.
Oh,
Okay, so what do you say? Should we say ta-da? Ta-da! Yes, we diddly done did it, didn't we? Yes, you and we did a beautiful masterpiece. Now feel free again, polish her up on your own time, yes, if you'd like. Now I do hope you enjoyed today's tutorial. And if you want to watch the rerun, remember, you can tune in to the FUB page or catch it on the YouTube, and be sure and take a picture of your beautiful masterpiece. Gertie, remind them where they can send that.
Oh yeah, I think I saw a post on that church Facebook page right before we got started here, and it said, "This is your photo drop." So I think they want us to take a picture and just post it in those comments that are right there. Since you can't post pictures in this one, I don't think. So if you just go right there to the church page, scroll down a little bit. There is lots of pictures there, I hope, as long as you post them.
Yes, please do. We're just going to have a beautiful array, a gallery of sorts. We're going to have our own gallery.
Oh, it's the gallery.
Oh, lovely. Well, I do hope you enjoyed today. And until next time, this has been Mystery Masterpiece with Myrtie.
And Gertie.
Oh, yes, and Gertie. So, toodaloo.
Ta-ta.
Thank you.